Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're gonna talk about Ethereum. Ethereum, I believe Ethereum is entering a super bear market. That's what I believe, man. I think Ethereum is completely cooked, fucked, smoked, and I will share with you why I think like that. Jomo as well will share with you his thoughts about Ethereum. Let's go.
Let's go, man. Look, share the chart. In the meanwhile, I will tell all our viewers to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and make sure you comment in the section below. Tell us what do you think of Ethereum? What are your thoughts? And what do you think about our analysis? CM, please lay down your thoughts.
Look, first of all, this is Ethereum chart from July 20th. Okay, this trend line is going. This is the linear scale, the regular scaling. And you can see here, it just broke below its significant trend line from April 2020. Okay, that's that's the first warning sign. Okay, the first and very major red flag for Ethereum. As well, you can see here Vitalik is looking like he's gonna go back to work in McDonald's for the time being. In 2025, 6 and 7, it's probably going to be a cash register or someone or a flipping burgers in McDonald's because that's not looking good, my friends. This to me looks like a significant top. As well, the most bearish thing that can ever happen to a coin or an asset or a stock is a break below its 200 week moving average. That's the green line here. This is pretty much the first time, kind of, that Ethereum is breaking below its 200 week MA in a Bitcoin bull market. Okay, we're talking, look at the time frame. Okay, we're now, in like 2020, early 2025. Okay, the last time Ethereum was below its 200 week was in a bear market. Crypto was in a bear market here. Was in November 2022 is in bear market, and right here in the summer of 2022 we've been in a bear market. Now we're still in a bull market for Bitcoin, but look at this. Look at Ethereum. Look what Ethereum is doing, man. Look what Ethereum is doing, man, in a bull market. This is a major red flag. This is an indication of very horrible performance, horrible relative strength, and there's actually not no strength. Is a weakness. Is a mega weakness. And to me, Ethereum looks like Jomo that it put in. This is I think it's the big chart. Let me show you the big chart of ETH on the log scale. Okay, I'm thinking, man. Again, some people will start crying after I'm gonna complete this sentence, but I think Ethereum is now putting a top of its entire bull market since August 15th.
You've listened to it here first, ladies and gents, folks.
That's what I think. I think we're just marked at top here. I think, you know what? I think that was the top, okay, of the bull market. The leg of this cycle, let's say from June or whatever, or from October, okay, that leg, that fake moved up, that failed to make a new high, that was just a B leg in the ABC. So that was your A of the bear, that was the B of the bear, and what's coming next in the next year or so or two is the C leg that will take Ethereum to a nasty bear market and maybe to definitely sweep the lows here. I think we're definitely going to sweep the lows of 2022 around the 800 and go to these levels, man. That's what I think. That's what I think, man. I think Ethereum is roasted, man, smoked, cooked. And Ethereum, again, for the bear market, the coming bear market, guys, the coming bear market, I believe Ethereum is gonna be one of the best shorts, just like it been an amazing shorts in 2022. I think it's setting up to be a very, very good short later as well. What do you think, Jomo?
Man, I like your analysis. Look, what CM is pointing out here is concerning. Okay, this is concerning because there are a few things that you can look at the chart and argue that it hadn't happened like this prior, and if it does happen, it raises some bad bear flags. Okay, so that the 200 weekly moving average, it's sloping down as well. The price is below it and it's sloping down. Okay, the slope down, why does it mean something? It just means that momentum has shifted towards a long-term downtrend. That's what CM is trying to illustrate over here with the chart and with the moving average. Now, I would raise some more, ideas. ETH has an ETF. Okay, this is the first cycle that there are ETFs on crypto, and ETH was the second coin to get an ETF after Bitcoin. What did the ETF do for Bitcoin? It was a bullish catalyst, meaning there was more liquidity coming into Bitcoin. Hence, there was more buying on Bitcoin. Hence, take the ETF, you can take the 4-year cycle, you can take, the halving, and the bullish presidency of Trump. Everything propelled price to new all-time highs on Bitcoin. But, ladies and gentlemen, and CM, please approve my chart now, okay? We can see that from a bird's eye view perspective, this is the entire chart, okay, starting in 2015, I think over here, yeah, until today. We can see that the all-time high, as CM noted, was back in roughly November 2021. Okay, we are right now in March 2025, 4 years later, and we're below all-time high, we're below local highs, and so on and so forth. So if you look at a relative, performance, as CM said, it's so bad. And you compile with the fact that ETH as well has an ETF. So why didn't we get anything really good catalyst in ETH? You just wonder what happened with ETH. And my answer is we don't need to know. We can have the chart to tell us that ETH has fallen out of favor. Something is bad happening in ETH, either in the project or at least in the trust that investors are giving ETH. There is much more selling than there is buying on ETH, and it just can't muster the strength and the momentum to get to new all-time high. So what CM is saying, that we're in a long-term downtrend, maybe I'm agreeing with CM, but I will tell you the flip side, okay? Right now we're in a downtrend. CM said 3,000, maybe. For me, if we go above 4,000, maybe there's a chance for ETH to do, a new all-time high. It's a double from here. So you have a long way to go until I will feel comfortable that ETH is actually mastering some sort of momentum to go higher. And not only that, we must have Bitcoin going to new highs as well, above the 108, 1010, for ETH to maybe show some sort of strength. If Bitcoin is going to a bear market right now, because we noted that Bitcoin is in a technical bull market still, and still Ethereum is in an individual bear market. So if it won't be able to muster in a Bitcoin real continuation something, then as you said, CM, ETH is probably cooked. Something bad is happening with it. And right now, the things are not looking good. If you're an ETH investor holder, I would most definitely think about joining our membership, learning how to trade. Okay, you can start with our webinar that we're going to teach in the next few weeks, how to thrive and win in the bear market. That's something we're going to teach for you. Dirt cheap, limited availability. Reserve your spot right now. Or if you really want to understand how we do money, because through all this time, CM, through all this, crypto bull market where Ethereum made money only here. And by the way, this is a trade that I made for my members. We took a trade here, we sold it after 50 and 100%. So my members actually made money on ETH in the only moment it mattered. Okay, and we were short afterwards here. So if you want to learn how to optimize your monetary compensation out of the market, how to make money, okay, don't just hold things because you think they have potential. Look, ETH is a pure example that it's not what you think will go up. It's what the market think will go up, goes up eventually. ETH is not what the market wants to do. Participants hate ETH. It's looking bad. I don't know, CM. What you're saying over time just has a heightened probability of a potential all-time high never being broke out again from November 2021. Might be. This is our 2 cents. like and subscribe to this channel. We give you all the alpha, we give you all the best analysis. We're the only ones in crypto actually trying to teach you something over here. Make sure to push that bell notification, join our webinar, How to Win in a Bear Market, not only survive, how to win. Join our membership to make money in the long term. Until next time, CM, no edge.
No trade.
Cheers, everybody.